How are drivers and libraries used in robot firmware updates? Imagine trying to update a robot's brain without the right tools or instructions. Sounds tricky, right? Well, drivers and libraries are the secret helpers that make firmware updates smooth and safe. Firmware is the low-level software that controls how a robot's hardware works. When you update it, you're essentially giving the robot a software upgrade to fix bugs, improve performance, or add new features. Drivers are specialized pieces of software that act like translators between the computer and the robot's hardware. They let the update software recognize and communicate with the robot. For example, if you're updating a robot via computer, the drivers help the computer see the robot and send the new firmware data correctly. Libraries are collections of pre-made code that help manage the update process. They contain routines and protocols that handle communication, data transfer, and verification. These libraries make it easier for developers to write update tools because they don't have to start from scratch. They provide tested methods to send data, check for errors, and ensure the firmware is written properly. When you connect your robot to a computer for an update, the drivers establish the connection through USB, Ethernet, or other interfaces. They also help detect the robot and prepare it for the update. Once connected, the update software uses libraries to transfer the firmware file safely. These libraries verify data integrity during transfer, making sure the firmware isn't corrupted. After the transfer, the firmware is installed on the robot's memory. The robot then performs internal checks to confirm the update was successful. If everything is good, the robot restarts with the new firmware. Sometimes, the update process also involves updating the libraries themselves to keep everything compatible and functional. For example, when updating a VexIC robot or a universal robot, the update utility uses specific drivers to recognize the device and libraries to manage the firmware flashing. Without these tools, the process could be unreliable or even damage the robot. So, in simple terms, drivers act as the communication bridge, while libraries provide the code tools needed to execute the update smoothly. Both are essential to ensure your robot runs the latest software safely and correctly.